Hello, welcome to my channel. We're working on this page today, and it's going to be kind of similar to this, except I'm going to be doing what I call the peekaboo technique, and I'll show you how to do it. But first we're going to do I'm going to put some coloring like that in the background because I chose borders that are similar to these, only because I thought it would be neat to have two pages that look kind of alike, except I'll show you. Where this one goes like this one's going the opposing direction. So I thought that would be kind of neat. So these are just for my border pages. It's the one that looks like this, and again, I just cut it straight down the middle of the purple so that way it would have a little bit on both sides. But what I'm going to use first is I'm taking the Dylusions coins stencil, my Sharpie roller pen, and I'm just going to choose a few random sections because for this one a lot of it will be covered. Okay, that should be plenty. And then I'm going to go in with my fresh lime and dirty Martini and color in my circles. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and get my borders put on. Let me see what I'm looking at here. That'll work. As per usual, I'm going to grab my craft pick and my glue stick, and I've already put 1/4 inch double-sided tape on the back. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and outline my borders because the next step we're going to be making the peekaboo piece, and that's a little bit complex, but it's pretty simple. Alright, move the book aside. So what I need is, I'm going to be using my 80-pound Cardstock, and I need two pieces that are 3 inches by 4 inches. So I'm grabbing my cutting thingy here. I'm actually going to open it up a bit. There we go. And I'm just going to measure me out 2 3x4s. Let me see something here. So I'll do it this way. I make it 4 inches. Okay. And we're going to make a 3-inch cut. one, and then one more. All right, and there's two. So we're done with this for the moment. I have here a piece that is 2.5 inches wide by 4.5 inches long. The next step is to take a journal block or whatever you have, and this first line from here to here is 1/2 inch, and I'm going to use that to measure all the way around on here. Okay. Now I'm going to go in and create a little border around, and I think I'm going to do the check. So let's see. Okay, so from there, I am going to take my cutting mat and my knife, and I'm going to cut this center piece out. Now that I have that done, I may go in later on and fill those in with more solid, but for the time being, I'm going to leave it like that. Other than I'm going to take the purple that I used, which is crushed grape and Laidback Lilac, and I'm just going to fill in the cream areas. Okay. Now, this is where, this is going to be the bottom, this is going to essentially be the top, and then this is where it gets a little bit tricky. So what I have to do is, because essentially this is going to go inside of here and then slide down to reveal what's underneath, just like so. So, in order to do that, the reason why I made these 1/2 inch is because then I can put a 1/4 inch double-sided tape around the two sides, top and bottom, and a little bit on both sides. I'll show you that in just a second. But what I need to do is, because this is 2.5 inches, here, let's flip this over and I'll show you what I mean. Like so. Because I don't want it to slide out at the bottom, I need to make me roughly, I'd say maybe a 1/4 inch thing. So let's go in, let me find my journal block one more time. On the 4.5 inch side, put it somewhere, like for instance here, it's on the 4. Just draw down all the way over, almost to the edge, draw your line down, and make a mark at 1/4 inch. Do the same thing on the other side. Just like so. But then you're going to turn it this way, and you're going to go in a 1/4 inch. So we're going to line those two up. And I'm going to go there and there. However, what I'm going to do, instead of going over that full 1/4 of an inch, over 1/8 of an inch. Alright, and now that we have that, I'm just going to cut those lines out that I made. Again, this is a 1/4 of an inch down and 1/8 of an inch over. Okay, after you got it all cut up, you're going to grab your frame piece and you're going to take your double-sided tape and you're going to go down the top and both sides for the moment. And then you're going to grab your piece that you cut. And as you can see, because my tape wasn't perfectly lined up with the edge, you're going to put these up to it and you're going to slide it down and see if there's anywhere that it might potentially get stuck. I know it's a bit more confusing. Okay, no, that looks pretty good. So you're just going to pull this up a little bit and put a little tiny piece of tape there and there. Or here, let's just do it with our pencils so that way we know we don't go over. So put this piece where it's right in line with that. Set it down on your table. Grab your pencil and outline where those go. So you know you need a little bit of tape there and a little bit of tape there. And the easiest way to do that is actually to peel this up a little. Take your tape and set it in that area. Just like that. And I'm going to grab my scissors for the moment because that'll be the easiest way for me to do it. There's one, and do the same thing to the other side. Okay. Alright, now that we got all that done, this is where the putting everything together comes into play. Now I want to show you at one of our properties that we conduct business with. I sit in my car one day and writing things down and, you know, just having a moment. And I looked up and I seen probably one of the coolest trees I've seen in a very long time. This one. And I thought, oh cool, somebody carved a face out. And then I looked again and no, they didn't carve the face out. That's where the tree limbs have been cut out. So to me, I see two eyes, I see a nose, and I see a frowny mouth. But if you look a little bit closer, it may be hard to see. There's another set of two eyes, a nose, and a mouth underneath. But to me, this tree's just really cool looking. I had taken this picture in the fall, and when I was there the other day, I looked over there, and it's all full of leaves, and you can't see the face, because I was going to wait and do this page with leaves, but it's not showing up. However, I just thought it was really, really cute, and I don't know. These are things that you see in like cartoons. But that's a real life tree. So that's what inspired this page. And what I'm going to do is this little guy is going to go right in the middle, right there. Yep. But what I might end up doing, let me make sure this is going to go over it like it should. Well, here, let's put these two together so that way I know it don't get off any, and outline it. I just know that I got to get this picture inside of there without going over those lines. So I'm going to do that really quick. All right, now for the tricky part. This has to go in here. But we got to get all the double-sided tape off, so let's do that really fast. Okay, now we're going to put glue only where the double-sided tape is, being very careful to not go over. Okay, take our piece, lay it in there where it's in between those two lines. Do not let it get stuck on the tape or the glue. All right. Flip it around, holding it pretty snug so it doesn't slide on us. And then we are just going to match up our edges. Without pressing down too much. And we're going to move this up and press it on. Just like that. Give it a few minutes to set up before we really mess with it. But we're also going to put double-sided tape all over the back. Okay. Make sure it's going to work just fine. Yep. Bring your book over. That'll work. Now, what I think I want to do from here, pull this down, is because I don't like how square that actually is. Kind of maneuvering it. So what I'm going to do, grab my journal block. I'm going to go right in the middle, which would be 1 1/8. Make me a small little tick right there. And then I'm going to draw me like a point from this corner to the middle. And do the same thing over here. And I'm just going to cut those two edges off. Get ready to stick it down. go in and outline it. And that's that. This is the peekaboo page. You could have put collage images down there or even written in there and then put this over to cover it up, a secret message or whatnot. And here you have room to write about it here. You could put anything you want to down here, and you have a little bit of room down here. This is just what I wanted to do. Both of these together look really, really busy to me, and I actually really enjoy that. But that's the page for the day. It's kind of complex. I don't know if I explained it very well on how to make this. They're actually pretty simple. It's just, I'm not real great at explaining these types of things. So, I hope it gives you some inspiration. Again, it don't only have to be for pictures. You can put whatever you want to behind there. Writing, collaging images, whatever. So if you like the video, please give it a like. I thank you so very much for watching. I hope you stay safe, stay warm, and until the next time, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.